Hello guys, Lamars here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to tune the 1997 Volvo 850R into an absolute drift beast. And what you need to do is get yourself over to the auto show and buy the Volvo 850R. And once you've brought it, just choose any old colour, doesn't really matter, that's personal preference. Let's just get a nice white one here. 25k, not too bad. Lovely car, love the wipers on the headlights. And once you've done that, you want to go into upgrades and tuning, custom upgrades. And the first thing I'm going to do here is, obviously it's a front wheel drive car, so we're obviously going to make that rear wheel drive. Then we're obviously going to swap out the engine for a 3 litre i6T. Lovely stuff. That comes with a built-in turbo, so you don't need to worry about that. And then we'll just upgrade everything on the engine here. Max it all out, highest you can go. Then brake wise, I like to use sport brakes because in my opinion, when you use the brakes, if you use race brakes, you're going to shrug off a lot of speed, so I just put the sports brakes on. And then obviously drift suspension, front anti-roll bar, we'll put that on, and rear max that out. And then roll cage wise, I don't put the full one in, but you can do. I like to just put this one in here because I like the look of the estate look, sort of sleeper look. Then we put that one in. And weight reduction wise, we'll completely take that out, everything out. Then we have a drivetrain. We'll just put a 6-speed in it, race transmission. Then we're going to put the race driveline in. Differential wise, obviously drift, because that's what we're making, a drift car. Tyres, I'm going to go with drift tyres. Front tyre, I keep that narrow. Back tyre, put that as wide as you can go. Rims, this is personal preference, whatever rims you want really. These are my favourite, sort of Japanesey JDM looking wheels. And put those on. Again, that's personal preference though, and I just like to upgrade the rim size by one, just give it that nice look. And then over to front bumper aero, I like to put this one on, sort of takes it back to the touring car days. I like that, like it a lot. And then rear wing wise, the Volvo takes it off. I mean, it does look alright, but I do quite like the look of that. Little Forza one just extends that little back wing a little bit. Real long car this is, I like it. Right, so then that's it for upgrading wise, and we'll install that and we'll go over to tuning. Right, so tuning wise, you need to go over to custom tuning, and then this is where a lot of people's opinions vary. It's a lot of trial and error tuning a car, but I find this works really well for me. Works really well for this car. I've given it to a couple of my friends and they say it's pretty good. It's fairly universal as well, as long as it's rear wheel drive. But yeah, here we go. So front tyre pressure, going to keep it the same. Rear, going to max it all the way out to 55 psi. Gearing, we're just going to keep the gearing the same. I don't really mess with the gearing because it just spins in every gear, so I don't really find I need to mess with that too much. Alignment, going to put the camber -5 for front and rear. toe, we're just going to bring the toe in, -1 on the front wheel. Keep the caster angle high. Anti-roll bar, we'll keep the front the same at 40, but rear we're going to whack that all the way up full stiffness at 65. Then springs, going to just put the front to 150. You don't really have to, but I like to put it on 150. And then the back spring, whack it all up, full stiffness. No messing about. Ride height, obviously we want that slammed. Stance it out, lovely stuff. And then damping, put that up to 14. Rear, all maxed out on 20, full stiffness. Front, we're just going to bring that up to 9. And then rear for blunt stiffness, all the way to 20. Aero, we keep the same. Braking, we keep the same. Differential, we keep the same. 100 to 10. And yeah, that's it for the custom tuning setup. So let's take it over to Drift Mountain and see what it's all about. Fast travel there, I want to drive that. So we'll start off at the top. I prefer going down. You can go up or down obviously, but I find it's easier to get points and maintain speed and going down. So obviously you built this car, you're here, you're at Drift Mountain. So what you want to make sure you've done is you want to go over to settings, you want to go over to difficulty, and what you want to do is make sure 100% make sure traction control is off, stability control is off, and ideally you want your gearbox to be a manual, so you want to be able to select what gear you want to be in. You want to be able to select it, you know, otherwise it's choosing for you. I find this car likes to drift the best in 4th, but obviously you can drift in 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, even 6th. But I find 4th is a pretty sweet spot with this Volvo. But yeah, just make sure your settings are like this and you shouldn't have a problem with this car at all. And now that's like that. Don't judge my driving position. This is just how I like to drive. But you're going to see straight away this car just spins in every gear. And it just wants to drift, you know. This is my first drift of the day actually, so don't be too judgy. Could have done that corner a bit better, but yeah, this car is just so tail happy. It just wants to slide for days. It's really easy to control, I find. It may take a little bit some getting used to what you're used to really, but it's just gives you a lot of confidence in drifting. You can happily, you know, smash a million without really trying. If I don't smash a million this try, you know, I will get it next go, but it's just lovely. You know, real flowy. Just keep a nice rhythm. Got a lot of speed there. It picks up a lot of speed and slides a lot, this car, but it's what you want really. See what I mean? 4th gear is just a lovely drive, you know, all sorts of speeds. If you do start to go downhill, what I might find in a minute, I might change up into 5th, but 4th is just an absolute sweet spot with this car, I find. You know, because I was fairly new to the whole drifting thing a couple of weeks ago, and I've watched a lot of videos, and there's a lot of different setups going around. You know, this tuning goes against what a lot of people say, but I find it works well for me, and it works very well for this car, and I've had a good compliments off other people, and I'd like to see what you think. Because I was stuck in the 800,000s for ages, and I was stuck in the 900,000. Now I can sort of just get over 1 million most tries. It'd be great to break a PB right now. Bit of handbrake there, just get me back out. Coming in a bit the inside line there. Yeah, as you can see, you know, we're at nearly 800,000 at this corner, so you know this is a good run. It's not a bad run. We might see 1 million here. I could be getting it out a bit more sideways in places. Wasn't a great start, if I recall. Yeah, I like these tight corners here. Back end's right out there. That's what you want. You just want to get that angle down. You know, take the corners fairly wide, make the most of the corners like this, and then you'll find. And there we go. We're over 1 mil. It's not a PB, but it's a bloody good score, you know. But there we are. That's the Volvo 850R with my tune-up and my settings. I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Murder on call with the fight now. 20 years and it seemed like a lifetime. I've been hanging every day from a lifeline. Why these fuckers tell dinner every night?